Hello.
Hi.
Hi, hello, and welcome. It's another art stream day. Very excited. I am slowly adjusting to returning to the land of the living. I am a day walker yet again. I have been banished from night court.
Permanently. Permanently.
Permanently. But today we're going to do some fun nonsense. I'm excited. We're going to do some emotes. We're going to have some fun. Listen to chill music, have chill time.
And overhear football in the background.
Yes. Andrew is currently having a grand old time listening to some football in the background, so without further ado, let's get started. What are we going to start with? You wanna emote of you for the channel?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. I can make that happen. All right. So let me because we were talking about, because I have Andrew holding the Buster Sword and me holding the Master Sword, and we talked about having you holding the
time
knife
from Prince of Persia.
So let me just get some info. Starting out with KOTawny music, because I love KOTawny. It's a good game. Whatever.
Where's the...
Let me find the wiki.
I can't navigate this thing as quickly.
It's back.
Oh, Simpsons. Wait, I just saw it. Here we go.
There it is. We got it. Let me find, there we go. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. Let's find some, what the hell is the thing? Okay, so he finds the Sands of Time, which has artifacts of time, the hourglass, the staff, medallion, the dagger. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look at this thing. Alright. See full size image. Kabam! Alright, let me put it up on screen. On screen!
Chicken and broccoli rice. Yum.
Main screen turn on. So, question. How the fuck do you hold this thing?
Very carefully.
I mean, like, I get
yeah,
that
there's the
this
fingers.
is the finger hook, but like that can't be comfortable to hold. I don't know. Is this what we're going with?
Yep.
All right. So we gotta give you a pose.
Okay.
All right. So let's do. What about like?
A knife. No.
Do you want to be doing the? Because we can make that happen, or I can give you like a.
I gotta be in I gotta be in a fighting stance. It is a universal language. Yeah, Lil B agrees.
How's that one?
Yeah.
That work for you?
Yeah.
This song has the same beat as Melvin Number 5. It does. Loco Roco, by the way, I know it's PSP exclusive, so you might not have access to it, but if you ever get a chance to play Loco Roco, it is delightful from like start to finish. It's just
Did they
so...
not release that for the Switch?
No, it's a Sony exclusive. I don't know why they would. I know they did KOTawny for Switch.
Yeah.
You do I'm gonna need you to make that mashup. That mashup absolutely exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Very important.
This is just, I'm just jamming to this. It's fun.
Oh boy. She found it. Sad story. You know that you can fix that with products. Like you just get some mousse and just run your hands through your hair. How often do you wash your hair right now?
Not get the leg pose right. I'm happy
Probably
with the
get down
torso.
to once every third or fourth day. Some people go once a week. And then you only have to style your hair once a week. True story. I only wash my hair about every 4 days now, 3 or 4 days. Mine used to, but as I pushed through it, and now it doesn't anymore. Your dye lasts longer the less you wash it too. Yeah.
Let's say it's like...
Yeah, you can only style your hair when it's wet, right? And after that, it's frozen in place until you wash it again, right?
Y'all can actually do anything with my hair. Anything. Because as soon as you brush
To put product in it.
yeah, like, I'll put stuff in it. Mom has tried, Ola has tried. Like, as soon as you brush through my hair, it starts knotting again.
Hooligan, you wash your hair every other day? With those curls?
pretty good start. You kind of got you almost got like a JoJo pose
Yeah,
going
it's
on.
like the major lean back. Yeah.
It's pretty badass looking. I'm going to. Damn it. Apparently I'm not. I'm going to scale that bad thing up.
Hooligan, have I sent you to our curly girl yet?
Okay, now we fade this one into the background and start inking.
Yeah.
Alright, now ink in black, as per usual. Oh, I can just turn that one off. Up a little bit. And again, I'm on the wrong layer. Everybody pay attention. Do as I say, not as I do. Thank you.
What? No, I just took a half off. You didn't wash your hair today? Losing off then? What do you put in your hair when it's what do you use right now? That's it. Just conditioner. I have a thing I'll try to remember to bring for you to try. You're scared of it because you had a bad time with flakes until the last couple years. I don't exactly follow the curly girl method. I did, after like reading all about that, start changing the way that I was handling my hair, but it's not exactly the curly girl method because she's not. Oh, you're gonna color your hair for the first time next week. Ooh.
What
That-
color?
Yeah, Grace wants to know what color. So I just like cut out sulfates and silicones and started washing it less frequently, and that's responsible for all the texture change that I've had in the last several months. But it's different for everybody, obviously, but I've seen a lot of people do similar and end up just not having to wash their hair as often because you don't have the sulfate stripping the oil from your scalp as effectively, and then your scalp stops oiling up as much, so you don't have to wash it as often. And I've struggled with flakes too, but one of the things that I learned is that can come from washing your hair too frequently as well. So and I also thought I was going to have a problem with that if I started washing my hair less often, but I really haven't, which is nice. Oh, she's just going to dye her white hairs back to her natural color.
It is your natural color. Deal with it. You're getting old. Accept it. Accept your fate. I'm going bald in 2 years. You gotta join me.
Dye in a fun color.
Our
Join
mom.
the green
Yeah, Andrew
side.
says blue. Grace is very disappointed in you.
I am.
We gotta go to bed early. We're old. You missed the best part of that movie last night, by the way. His mom is like finished watching him put on a show, gets in the taxi with her friends to leave. And he's like inviting him to stay. She's like, we gotta go to bed early. We're old. And then just leaves.
That's pretty great. That is a power mom move.
22 is going to be an infant, I think, or it. I'm actually not clear on whether 22 is going to be an infant or whether she could be anywhere, anything at any time, because they kind of don't make that clear. Yeah.
In the like zone,
But why-
in the meditation area, so he can find her again. Because their like soul essence doesn't really look different. It just
Yeah,
has hair.
it's true.
So he can find out what makes her go into the zone. So he can
I
make
think
amends for that.
the point was that it doesn't matter.
I couldn't really
So I know it was too adult for you, which is hilarious because it was a Disney Pixar movie. It wasn't an Ernest movie. You watched a new movie today. Was it animated?
Let's see. 3 guesses as to why. A new movie today.
Was it because you're out of Ernest movies?
I guess it wasn't technically an Ernest movie.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
Did
it
it-
was like a movie with Ernest in it. So it was like an animated Christmas movie with Ernest doing voiceover.
Was Jim Varney participating? New to you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of movies, Beth. That's a lot of movies.
That's like most movies. Almost every movie that's ever been made. Like, on average.
Damn, I cannot, like, flip this thing in my head. So we got... Comes up like this, and then it's got this whole...
You're out, yeah. It's because she's out of Ernest movies. That's why she didn't watch an Ernest movie.
It's like this. Ooh, why is that? Okay, there we go.
Was it like Ernest Does 8 Crazy Nights? Oh. It wasn't animated, okay.
Do, do, do. I'm just jamming to the Clock Town theme over here.
Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam. Oh my.
That's not real.
So many words.
It was very 80s. It sounds 80s.
On the subject of the Clocktown theme,
I finally got my Christmas present.
it's beautiful. It's the clock from Clocktown as a clock.
Right in the middle of town, you can't miss it.
I feel like I have to have the Scar shirt on.
I mean,
I'm not wearing
I
it
can
today.
I can draw whatever on it.
No, it's
That's what I
fine.
was about to ask.
I think a plain t-shirt's fine.
Because like crew neck t-shirt, that is your move. Now it is also my move, so
Yeah.
I can't really say much.
Yeah. I almost wore a sweater. I almost wore the sweater you gave me, but it's green, and we were gonna stream, so I
Yeah,
thought-
we ended up not using the green screen because it's like so close. But
yeah.
see, picks of the clock. We can do better.
Go get
We
me
can
the clock.
we can bring the clock.
It's on top of the. It's on the kitchen table in the box. Don't hurt yourself, child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the clock?
Clock.
Ha ha ha. Look at that. Now, here we go. Now this is for the gift you want to send someone who's like, Merry Christmas, I love you, you're doomed.
You got 3 days.
But technically it wasn't ever.
Well, at the end of the game, when you beat it, you finally actually do hit 72 hours, but until then, you can't actually. Otherwise, GG.
Careful.
Both of us tried like gently.
We did fine. We did it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look pretty cool.
it does.
Anything you would like to change or add?
Well, I would like to have 2 arms, especially since that's my bad arm.
I'm gonna work on it. You want me to put a big band-aid on it?
Just put this big nasty scar on my wrist.
The clock only works for 3 days, then you get a new battery. The
It's a
problem,
rechargeable battery, though.
you gotta wind it back. It's just like in All Dogs Go to Heaven. You gotta rewind the watch.
That's magic. Sorcery.
Amazing hard work and talent.
I mean, you say that, but this hand is like kind of wonky.
You don't understand.
So,
No, I do. I do.
Literally, just like that. It's just-
You can never go back.
I can never ever draw fingers. It's like
so if he weighs the same as a duck,
and it always misses a finger. Like they only.
yeah, we did like 4 months ago or something, kind of recently.
Hey Dustin, so you're doing art too? Yep. I'm doing emotes. Jen gets one. Very excited.
Yeah.
It's turned out pretty good so far. And then like that, and then
Oh, you're also drawing?
art 2. Who is the 2? Is that what you're doing, or are you watching another streamer do art as well?
So here's the trick, right? The fingers look good, but how's he gonna make the arm like connection?
It's just like slightly behind, so it's like that. To make it.
Doing art as well with Art Academy Home Studio. Nice. What you working on, David? Little.
It's a tricky angle.
Yeah, it is. It's like it loops down too much. It needs to go up somewhere. So we need to make this like the absolute lowest point.
I can't even do that with my right hand, so you could like.
Hands are one of those things where, like, in your brain, you're like, yeah, I know what arms look like. Yeah, I can totally do this. I'm even looking at my hand right now. Wait, why does this look like shit? Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look
Yeah.
at that.
I like it.
I, start with the skin tone. People are orangish. Last time I checked.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of orange.
Thank
Hold
you.
my hand up to the color selector.
Thank you for the swatches. Boom.
Yeah. He had like an under sketch before
Yeah.
you put the black lines.
Yeah, so like my first drawing, if I can just like hide these layers and bring this up. You can
Not
see-
exactly a skeleton.
Yeah, it's not it's a general like wireframe of how I wanted the pose to look. And then I went over it with a sketch, and then over that with ink. I'm just working on the finish. The bones for arms and legs do not connect to the torso head on, but at an angle. Yes. Columbia 2 was a good game. This was Sega Dreamcast. Boop. Oh no, I got a little. I can't do it that way
Why not?
because it has a little tolerance and there's like a little thin white strip
Oh,
around
I see.
everything. So I gotta kind of
Oh.
can't cheat.
Aw.
Hello.
Hello.
There's still
The second disc is here. First disc.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you coloring?
Pretty good.
That looks like human.
Oh, vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good color swatch there.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you dabbing? No.
Knife. I got a knife.
Oh, I do see the knife. It's got like a Monado thing on it, a little circle on one
that
side.
It's that.
Is that knife?
It's
Yeah.
the Todd knife.
It's like a baby Soul Calibur sword.
Yeah, it's from Prince of Persia.
Oh.
So you're saying it's like I want a dagger, and I'm thinking, oh, famous video game daggers. Gotta go Prince of Persia.
Andrew, how's football? Hang on one sec. I'll be back.
Today is football.
Today is football.
If I recall, the first land vertebrates to do this were none other than the dinosaurs, and later adopted by our own mammalian ancestors through conversion and evolution. Yep. Yeah, I haven't taken an anatomy class in quite a long time.
Took a lot of anatomy. Gotta say, never learned really very much about the anatomy of dinosaurs. That was never really on the agenda.
I mean, fair enough.
Closest I came was the anatomy of chickens, which, you know, that's kind of dinosaur-like.
All right, it's time for a football sports update. Today's wild card game, we had the Indianapolis Colts. They went up to the Buffalo Bills. Bills win 27-24. Nobody circled the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with a sports ball update later. For now, back to the studio. I'll let it hit it.
Thank you, Andrew.
And now I can go back.
And that was Andrew with our sportscast. Thank you very much for our sports update.
Now that Andrew's gone, I can go back to standing in my hallway off camera.
Hashtag fake news.
I'm pretty sure that can't be a hashtag anymore, buddy. It's been banned.
There's one hash.
No, just the hashtag fake news. Because the idiot that started it got banned from Twitter.
Is that a good thing or a bad
It's a great thing.
thing? Yeah.
When it comes to the Bills winning. brown.
You probably have to be on camera.
That's fine. I can be slightly on camera while I learn braid hair because your hair looks so pretty.
Thanks.
I have hair tied once.
I see.
Time to duplicate Dustin's art style. Yeah, I always wanted a copycat. Or like a fan in general.
It's okay, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I just kind of, I did like some art school stuff back in the day, but, you know, ended up not finishing art school and just kind of doing my own thing for a while. I mostly just draw to have fun.
Yeah. I guess somewhere in my consciousness I know that my hair is kind of brown now, but I've always, like, especially when I was younger, I was very decidedly blonde. So it's odd to me to, like,
See a representation of yourself.
Yeah.
I can lighten it if you want. That's
No,
no problem.
it's fine. I still think of myself as blonde, you know? And objectively, I know that, like, when I look at my hair, it's not really that blonde anymore. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm blonde.
It actually came out really nice in the back.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of it.
David, if you got art you would like me to put up on stream, I am totally game for that. I'd love to see some of your stuff. Your art styles, let some of it. Yeah, I try to. I'm more of a cartoonist, really. Like, I do anime drawings and some more complicated stuff, but I mean, owing to the fact that I don't do a ton of digital art, some of my like pencil pieces are a little more complex, but for the most part, I just kind of do cartoons. Yay! What color shirt you want?
Blue.
Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Like what color blue? Dark blue, like a light blue.
Like a darker tealy blue, kind of. Like somewhere
that?
in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Can do. You know, I never thought of doing adult content. I can draw porn and have it be somewhat good. I could. It's one of those things where it's just like, if I wanted to make money off my art, I could just do that. I joke around, but there's some money to be made there.
Yeah.
Grace back in the room.
What happened to the adult content?
Mom, if you happen to watch, I'm sorry.
It's totally fine if you share your artwork on stream. I was just like, this just sounds like my artwork.
Sure, yeah. Let me see it. Which one you want me to show you? That one? Grace has something.
Minor art.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I like the vines wrapping around the letters. You did a great job with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good color.
Excited to get to go? Get to go.
Get to go. I'm listening to the Temmie Village theme, and it's the bop bop bop, but I just hear Rugrats music. Every time I listen to the Temmie Village theme, that's what I think of. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's just like, oh man, I'm old when I think of like people are gonna be listening, like if I show somebody like more than 5 years younger than me the like music from the Rugrats, they're gonna be like, oh man, that sounds like the Undertale thing. And I'm just gonna die a little bit inside. Just a little, not much, but just a tiny little bit. Man, we gotta play Dark Cloud 2 again.
You really do.
This theme just...
It's so good.
It's so relaxing.
Uh-oh. Oh man, I wish I could display that on camera. You just hit the door frame.
Andrew comes in with Grace slung over his shoulder.
Like hanging off upside down.
Like a tiny little bat.
The Dark Cloud 2 soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah, like you can pick any one song from that and I'll just jam. I'll just jam to it. Even the stupid clown car theme is good. Yeah. Dark Cloud 2 kind of has a slow start, but once it gets going, it's really fun.
I'm dizzy now.
Oh yeah?
And then again, like, slow start but really picks up after a little while and it's, you know, story is good. Like, that is most Japanese role-playing games. Just, that's a blanket statement for kind of all of them. It's one of the ones I just remember hearing when you were playing. Yeah, like, I didn't get my PS2 till later. And I would always be like, oh, Bethany, check out this game. And you'd be like, yeah, okay, but I don't want to play PlayStation. I want to play Nintendo. This one and like, I'm sure like the Kingdom Hearts 1 soundtrack especially.
Yeah, right. That nice like dark teal.
I really like that shade.
I think it's a little closer to some of this.
Yeah. Point is, I have
Yes,
issues.
yes.
Alright, now we gotta do like the glowy knife thing. Just
The knife.
like that kind of color.
The knife.
The knife and the glove.
Moonlight Tango.
Oh yeah, Moonlight Tango. Yes, that is it. That's the one where Max is running across the roof and the big clown robot's chasing him. Ah, that theme is so good.
That sounded terrifying.
Yep. Hooligan, I tried to get him to put the whole Katamari Damacy soundtrack on, but I got capped at 6.
Yeah.
6 songs.
I'm just like, hon, I gotta put other stuff on here.
No, you don't. Who told you that?
The commission.
No, it's not a thing.
What if other people voted for the entire soundtrack?
Yeah.
I kind of want to vary it so I don't get clapped with copyright stuff. I don't know if like any of those songs with vocals on them would like cause issues down the road. I mean, not like we're a big enough channel for that to really matter.
I think we got Lonely Rolling Star. I was trying to get him to add Wanda Wanda, and then he was like, "No, this is 6. This is plenty."
How many votes would it take for you to put the entire thing on there?
I mean, it's randomized, right?
Because, like, all vote to make Jen happy.
He had to cut me off after 6.
Pretty sure Biggie votes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's looking pretty good. I can
Yeah.
put this one away.
The knife is beautiful.
Now,
What
very
color?
light jeans or dark jeans?
Black jeans.
Black jeans,
So it
like a
contrasts.
dark gray
Yeah, like
jean.
a dark gray, because then it will contrast with the rest of it.
Yeah.
It won't stand out too much, but it will also draw you into the color detail of the knife as well.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Doesn't want to erase. You think light jeans because the shirt is dark? I think the gray's gonna look.
Yeah, well, again, we can do a quick once I've got the color down, we can
Yeah,
do a
that's true.
quick swap of the color with no issue.
I'm so far kind of really liking
Yeah,
Yeah.
the charcoal's a good, I think. But we can see what a very light blue jean would look like.
So there's the thing I've been getting into lately. So Bethany, you're familiar with DBZ Abridged. One of the guys who did that, Masako, who did the voice of Goku, he has his own YouTube channel, and some of the things that he does are like fan theories or what if scenarios. And he did an entire like animatic motion comic thing. It's like it's not quite to the level of Epithet where
Right inside between my thighs.
oh, I think that looks pretty good.
I like the charcoal.
Done and done. First one of the night.
Yeah.
Took me a bit, but I'm happy with it. So now I gotta do something. I gotta turn this off and add an additional underneath layer. Actually, no, it can actually be part of the same layer. I need to give you a white outline. Actually, you know what? Do I? I can't remember if the other ones have that. D2E images. No, I did leave it without the white. The white is what I did for the for Liz's ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were fun to do. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put that in a folder.
Your ears burning?
No, it's just that one time when you just like get the chill down your back and then you hear loud voices in the other room and you're going, no. As if from D&D coming from that side of things.
Yeah. So looking pretty good. I don't know how many emote slots we have, but this is going on there for sure.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Speaking of just awesome music, The World Ends With You, amazing soundtrack. What should we do next?
We had some other stuff lined up that you didn't get to finish last time, right?
Yeah, I have a couple of these. I have this one that I'm not quite done. I think I want to redo the ink on that one.
His emote is tier 2 subscriber exclusive. Andrew is for subscribers and Dustin is for tier 2 subscribers.
Yeah, I'm going to, like, we only have so many emote slots, and once we get more subscribers and more stuff, I can start moving stuff around and giving you different things. I would like for me, Andrew, and Jen to be like all tier 1 subscriptions. We can just have us fighting.
I like how I'm kind of posed in like could be center pose, like
Yeah.
between the two of you.
Yeah. That way you can.
Holding one off.
That way you can like do whatever matchups
Or I
you
can
want.
sneak attack you.
Yeah, you could. What do I got? A knife! Now! I got a couple of different ones I can do. I still.
It's beautiful.
So these are some of the ones that I've done or I've finished off screen. We got Upset Stereo. We got Sembra, plant character who I've not drawn on stream before, I think, but she's very fun. This is probably my favorite emote I've done. Yay. And then maybe I'll finish this one. This one seems to get a good reaction.
Yeah.
Got all three of us just
On a completely unrelated note, Bethany, did you get my message?
Calling, you hear the calling. Let me go, gravity. What's on my shoulders?
This one sparks joy.
Let me know, set me free. Let me go, gravity. What's on my shoulder? Little
Maybe I should do like
let me know, set me free. Feel a bit older.
Yeah, like that.
Once more till the first deep and once more. Wake up, leave your hesitation. Wake up,
this is like a crappy version of it, but it's like that.
show appreciation. Wake up, time for us to
Oh, you don't have notifications on, I see. Okay.
show appreciation. Wake up,
If I just take this one,
to realize. Wake up, leave your hesitation. Wake up, time for us to
What is that face?
realize.
Oh. So far, I think we just have a rogue. I don't think anybody else is set into a class. We're playing Horde of the Dragon Queen. So you'll be fighting like human cultists and dragons.
making fun of me for getting in the zone.
Yep. You should have seen the movie last night.
I couldn't.
I know.
My work is a hellhole.
Well, at least you're free for a little bit.
Yeah, I am free for a little bit. That's a good thing.
Because they've been torturing you long enough. Because they're mean. Very, very mean.
I don't think anybody did it because they were mean. They did it
Are you
because
sure?
there's just a ton of work to be done.
Be positive. They didn't do it because they're mean. Are you absolutely positive?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I picked on you just a little too much for me to believe it.
From the year of random roll-ups. See, I told you she had like 12 characters chambered.
You're right.
It's the folder. You'll have to bring when we do our first session. You'll have to bring the folder and show some of the characters and give us a couple of like the names you came up with because it's like 9 of them are like puns.
You guys seem, everyone seems pretty keen on like torturing themselves by rolling stats too, which is like,
Okay, I'm sorry. I only.
except for this one who's still a child and still has a child's luck. That case I understand.
Yes.
Point buys are where it's at.
Sorry, I will do that.
Point buys, man. It's a system where the basically increased scores cost a certain amount, and you have a certain amount of points to spend. It costs more, not just like 1-to-1 point per point, but it costs more to get a higher score. So you can afford to have a couple of really high scores and everything else be low or normal, or you can afford to have like one decently high score and everything else is okay.
Like actually,
I was
you
the
can
binder, excuse you. Oh yeah, the binder.
You have binders full of women? What?
What?
They're not all women. There are some male
Okay,
characters
okay,
in there.
okay, alright. But yeah, it's a system that makes it so that on the whole, everyone is about the same strength. So you don't like have really garbage rolls and end up really weak, or have somebody who rolls really high and is overpowered.
I mean, I'm also a child who does not understand half the game, so it evens out.
Yeah, I typically prefer a point buy, but Lobie and that's her parents both want like to roll, I guess. So
That's how we've always done it. And Mom's really not that good at rolls, so like she's
You
accepted
can't
her
be
fate.
good or bad at rolls. You can have good or
Yes.
bad luck at rolls.
Yes. You can't. You don't understand. There are some people in my family who are charged with luck, but only luck in certain situations. Everything else, they have completely bad luck. Like, I'm very lucky in games.
yeah.
In real life, I break my foot too often.
And the other thing about like rolling stats is there are different ways to roll stats. Like you can do roll 3d6, or I've seen 4d6 times 7 and drop the lowest. I've seen 4d6 times 6 and drop the lowest. I've seen 3d6 times 8 and drop the lowest 2 score. Like there's so many ways
You
to do
don't just
stat
roll
rolls.
20, like,
No.
one for each time and see where on the
What?
20 you
No.
land.
Is that what you did?
Not on this.
Okay.
The phone app did it differently.
No.
But, like-
No. Because then you could have scores that are like 1, and you basically can't
Yeah.
breathe if your
And-
strength is 1.
Yes, but like, and your DM says you can't get lower than this number, and if you get lower than, let's say, 4, you just don't. You have to re-roll that one.
That's
And you just go down the list. That's
well,
how
so
Sierra, my
the
character,
probability for dice rolls is such that on a D20, the outcomes are all equally likely. So
Yeah.
you can say like you can't have lower than this score, but that still makes every number between the low and the high equally likely. But when
Yeah.
you're rolling 4d6, there's a bunch in the middle, so the probability curve looks like this for low scores, high scores, and most people are going to have most scores somewhere in the middle.
for my Sierra character, that's how we do it. We just did, and she does not have, she has 7 strength. I think 10 wisdom. She's dumb as a brick. Her charisma is like 19, and in some places she's been, it's 22. I have that effect.
Yeah.
In the character. And then, like, everything else is just medium. Like, you have 50-50 luck. It kind of evens the playing field.
I suppose.
Because, like, sometimes I get hit luck. Sometimes I get Bethany luck.
Uh-huh.
Which is not good.
Yeah. Not the luck you want.
No. But, the one time... Oh.
Hmm? What?
That's a lot of writing.
I saw an interview with Colbert somewhere where he said they'd say a character had death by farming because they would just do 3d6 and roll up awful stats.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know how-
3d6 for that is just awful. Yeah. They're not strong enough. They don't have the good enough skills to be an adventurer. So, true story. In my Strahd campaign, we were creating characters and we were rolling the 4d6 times 6, drop the lowest. So you end up with 6 scores and you drop the lowest of the 4 dice per stat. And there's a niche rule in that die rolling set where if your character's stats come out to such that they have a net 0 modifier between all their skills, then you get to re-roll. But that means you have to have like, so if you have a 16, you have to have a score that's 4 or lower, you know. So all of your stats have to add up to, like, if you have a +1 for this one, you have to have a -1 for that. And it doesn't really, it's not probably likely. Because ultimately, if you have a net 0 for your ability score modifiers, you're basically a normal person. You're not a person who would be skilled enough to be an adventurer. So the first time I rolled my stats for my druid, that's what happened to me. He's working on a character that he made called Steria, and she is
Scheming.
scheming away.
Dreaming and scheming. We got a couple of different ones. And then we have... I'm going to use this one. I have another one of her where she's just kind of salty. Can use that as an example. Let me just get that color. Boop, boop. Gonna do some magic wanding. And expand. Okay.
Fix the brain because like it keeps falling out.
Yeah, it's kind of
Bothering
slipping.
me. It's very sad. Thank you for keeping me out of camera.
Well, I just figured you can't really stand behind me to braid my hair if you're, you know, if there's a chair back in front of me.
Hey.
Yeah.
This is a way faster way to color. I do not know why I don't do this every single time.
Are you just filling?
Yeah. I'm doing a fill, but I'm also doing it in a smart way that I don't screw it up.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen you try to fill before, and you've had like openings between your lines.
yeah,
that
this
bled
one that
out.
I made sure that didn't happen with this drawing, and wow, it's amazing that like coloring in the lines is easier when you have colors in the lines. Funny how that turns out.
A halfling paladin sounds like it'd be fun. Girl, you got a braid tighter than that. What are you doing? You're not gonna hurt me. You're not gonna hurt me. You got a braid tighter than that. That's why it's slipping out. You can pull like. My head just isn't that sensitive anymore. My mom did not care if she hurt me when she was doing my hair. Like,
I had an 8-year-old.
uh-huh.
My younger cousin braid my hair because it was her birthday and she really wanted to.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I had half the hair I had when I started.
Oh.
It hurt so bad. And the amount of times I just saw her pull like clumps of hair out of the brush.
Hooligan says,
Trash.
same!
It was scary.
Moms are ruthless when it comes to hair.
I would agree, except for the fact my mom loved me very much and knew I was a sensitive child.
here's the thing about my mom is that she loved me and wanted me to be happy. Maybe you're built different.
My mom, it would take hours to do my hair because it was long and thin and horrible.
Yeah.
And it would take like 2 hours to do my hair.
I'm gonna assume, Grace, that your mom has never curled your hair with a heating tool, right?
She has.
She has.
Every
How about you?
picture day.
Hooligan, did you get the curling iron bangs? You should use to flat iron your bangs. That's not as bad because a flat iron typically has some kind of protection, like the the back and then it's just the metal between. My mom was obsessed with curling my hair when I was a kid, and I'm amazed I don't just have permanent scar tissue all along my forehead and top of my ears because
I had to beg my mom or my sister to curl my hair for my birthday. And I mean beg, because it was like 6 a.m. in the morning. No
Pretty
one
sure I
wanted
still
to
have
wake up
burns on my
early and help
scalp.
me with it. So I'm surprised I don't have problems or
see,
have
but
a thing.
I was like really a tomgirl. Tomboy. Anyway. And I didn't want my hair to be curled anyway. So the fact that like she insisted on curling it and would burn me every time was like, I didn't want it.
I was never a straight up girly girl or straight up tomboy. I was just I leaned toward girly girl, but I wasn't a full on
I
girly girl.
was the only, I had 3 brothers. Like, of course I didn't want to be a girly girl.
Yeah. But I was also competitive. And I was also short. So I would dress up on picture day so I could wear heels and get away with being taller than my friends and bugging them about it because I was usually the short one and got made fun of for that. So I would dress up so I would look
Music a
better
bit
than
too
all
loud?
of them.
I can turn it down. This track's a little bit louder than other tracks, so let me do that. And partially it's because Grace is off screen and
And quiet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Always quiet.
let me know if that's any
I was
better.
a spiteful,
That should be better.
spiteful.
Oddball.
Yeah. That describes me.
I feel that hairspray, though. Like, still not really a fan of hairspray.
That's okay. I don't want to be heard. I'm just complaining about my friends being mean. How I literally love dressing up on picture day just to look better than them.
Picture day was the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta walk in in the middle of winter looking like a bad bitch. In like a dress, heels, and like my hair curled. Walk in and just be the only one like that. And we were also at a private school, so
I have a faster way of doing this. Give me a second.
since we were at a private school, we didn't have we always had uniforms. So that was one of the few
The
days
one
a
day,
year
yeah, you could wear not
where,
a uniform.
we could walk in and I'm sorry, that was a magical moment.
I guess I can see how that's appealing. We definitely, the first couple picture days when I was in elementary school were definitely, get up early, curl your hair, put on a dress, and go to school. And that sucked, because then recess on picture day in a dress, it's not the same.
Try having
It's not.
6th grade. High
But
low,
then-
half up, half high low dress.
Oh, yeah.
Gym class right before having to take pictures. All the girls in heels, not us having to change.
2 hairstyles as a kid. Ponytail and picture day.
I mean, I didn't brush my hair ever when I was little because it took too long and it was too painful for me. So I just didn't brush my hair.
I didn't brush my hair either, but it wasn't because it was painful. It was because I was too busy.
I also I had this we had out of my private school we had Spirit Week. Now this was one of the few weeks of the year or days of the year we were allowed to go out of uniform.
Yeah.
And we went all out. This was all out war at my school because it was the few days we could all express ourselves and
Yeah.
it was a competition.
Of course, yeah.
It was perfect. So one of the days was Spirit Color Day and each class was assigned a color.
I see.
Ours was green. So I showed up in a green medieval dress in spring. It was 80 degrees that day. And this is a layered green
What color
dress
shirt should she have?
with a green crown and gold slippers. And this
Anybody got opinions on color of shirt for her? Or a little
yellow.
tank top, cami thing?
You go with like a mustard or like a hunter green
I want to hear, baby. I want to
or
hear.
purple. Ooh, Hooligan's got a Spirit Week story from when you were teaching. Oh boy.
Coming over here. I've accepted the fact.
Welcome.
Smell
A
the
little
botch.
more orange than that. Okay.
I make them both very uncomfortable. So just botch over their shoulders.
I need to expand first. Yeah.
There's like a little spot.
You make it a little more like orangey or a little more brown, I guess.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. Uniforms at a private school, so Spirit Week's definitely standing out for these kids.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think?
I like it. I think it goes nicely with the hair color
Okay.
and the skin tone.
Alright. Next. Come on.
I feel like this is a long. Really curious where this story is going.
Right? Is that above her ring finger on the? Am I seeing the spot?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay.
around and clean up.
I see. Okay.
I think the rest I can just do with pen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. With like the. Yeah. Like a tank top cut, but the low.
I think I know what you're
Yep.
talking about.
Yeah. Fifth grade girls haven't really figured that stuff out yet. So. Like, it's like the basketball style shirts, right? Where your armhole is just like forever. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Wardrobe issues kind of suck when you're like that age where you've just started having to wear a bra and you have to figure out like what does or does not conceal it.
Can we just not right now? Can we just not?
And then with women's clothes, it's this whole other issue where you have to be like, the t-shirt that I'm wearing is made of thin material. Is this otherwise normal bra gonna stick out through the... Sucks.
The colors and the
Uh-huh,
white.
sucks.
White was just off limits from then on out.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh no!
No!
No, child.
Child, no.
I do like hearing the story about it was like it was one of those, and then everyone clapped kind of posts. But it was a girl who was describing, being in school, and a teacher said, they can see your bra straps. You need to adjust something. And so what she did was she reached under her shirt, took her bra off under her shirt, and then stuffed it in her backpack, and just kept on going. And I'm just like, good for you. You know what? Good for you.
I remember when that style you're talking about was popular, though. Again, where like you would have the shirts that were designed to show off not even like a bra, but like a
Like a
what
camisole
are they-
or whatever.
well, it was like these camisette things where it was just the like a strapless bra situation.
Mm.
Yep.
Bra.
Bra.
Brah.
sports update. Andrew
No.
with the sports update.
What do we got?
The Los Angeles Rams head up to Lumens Field. Yeah, Lumens. That's a terrible sponsor name for a football team. But we're going to get back to the highlights. Because the Rams take on the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 3.5, 4 points. That didn't happen. You know what happened? The Rams with a quarterback with one thumb. And it was a broken thumb with 3 pins in it. They still somehow defeated the Seahawks. Game is
Anyone on
over.
the field with pins in
30
his thumb?
to 20. That's right.
Anyone on the field with pins in his thumb?
Rams
He'd
advance,
gotten just
Seahawks, go home.
Landed on in a weird way.
They
Could have broken
had-
his thumb all over again.
The other guy almost broke his neck.
The other guy.
Football!
Yeah, like a cropped tube top kind of thing.
How do you do that with your voice? It's actually painful.
I can go deeper if you need it.
No. But like,
Yeah, what happened to his other thumb? You said he had one thumb.
Well, he didn't use that thumb to throw. He used it to
okay.
He did the right hand to
So he
throw the
didn't have
ball.
like.
Now you sound from like Ox King.
Oh, I know who that is.
it was a better idea than letting the guy who just got like in the head.
That seems like a bad idea. I just read hooligan comments in that voice. Power move. Make it two top.
I mean, Hooligan's the only one commenting, so
What the?
that's all
That
you
seems
really
like a bad
read.
idea. And you-
Just gonna.
That's the judge's voice next time we do Phoenix Wright.
Yep.
100%.
Mr. Wright, you will be the David. So how's drawing?
It's going really well. I did
Do you
an
have
email.
completed drawings I can see?
Yes, I do.
Alright, let me interrupt the stream and like recap.
Yeah, let me know. Send me a message, and I will do the recap for you
Send you a message?
in the chat.
Okay.
No, he wants to see.
Oh, you
now.
want to see it now? Okay. I thought you were going back.
Oh, he wants to see now.
I'm standing right here.
You saw-
Now
you
for
saw
the
that,
drawing
right?
update from Bay
You were in
Studios.
here for the other one, right? When he finished up the.
I saw a little bit of Jen.
Yeah.
Now I see a lot of Jen.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like your hair in that.
Me too.
It's good. It's good.
I'm
Are we gonna try to figure out how to get more emotes in the chat?
gonna try to do
for
that.
the kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
All right.
Obviously, I gotta have my own emote.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Oh, I do very pretty bird.
All right. You okay over there? Do you need professional assistance?
Football.
Answers yes. Wait, she has pierced ears.
Yep.
That is amazing.
A lot of people have pierced ears, even fake ones.
Look, I tried pierced ears, guys. I tried. I really
Oh, you did have to take yours out, didn't you?
Yeah, because the infection got too bad. And like it just got rid of all of it
If you want to try again,
yesterday.
go to tattoo parlor.
It sounds even more sketchy.
They have a two. They have
They
2-for-1
actually-
deals.
They actually have better health standards that they're required to adhere to than your piercing parlors.
Yeah.
After
How's this one look, guys?
Maybe when you're older.
No way. You're just a kid. Maybe when you're older.
I know people who have been like since 6, never had issue. Me, 3 weeks in.
Unfortunately, the reality of the situation is that if you're gonna get a piercing, it's best to do it by someone who's professionally licensed as a body piercer. And I also had mine done at a piercing pagoda at the mall, and I never had an issue. But it's, the person who does it at the mall is just some kid that was taught one day how to use a gun. They don't use guns at a piercing parlor. They'll use actually like a sterilized surgical grade needle.
Oh no, that would be worse because I'm absolutely terrified of needles. And the only reason Andrew convinced me to get my ears pierced because he knew I really wanted it was A, he paid for it, and B, he told me it wasn't an actual needle. Like It was it would be the ear.
That's actually
because,
worse.
Like, I am terrified of needles.
You don't have to see it.
I am terrified. Like, whenever I get shots, like this year when I had to get my shot, my tetanus, I was bawling for like 5 minutes before and after the shot.
Gabe Winroll.
I'm horrified.
He grabbed the colors from the other image, so it should be the same color.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm making her hair a little darker now because I'm like looking at it again.
It's a little
And-
cotton candy.
Yeah, and I realize I screwed up on one of these. Like if I take the ink away, boop, boop, boop. So I need to grab this.
Yeah, but if you ever change your mind and you decide that you want to try the piercing again, go to a tattoo parlor. If you, of course,
Probably just
don't. There's no
done.
obligation.
Cut.
There's no reason why you have to have your ears pierced. Like, you don't have to.
It was kind of cute, but like it wasn't cute enough for the pain and terror and like Andrew's fingers losing
Ah!
all blood flow perfuse.
Actually, my understanding is it hurts a lot less when they do it with the tattoo parlor.
It was more of, it wasn't that it hurt when I got it done. It was that I was terrified in fear and holding on to
Did I really
Andrew
screw all of
with
those up?
all
Damn
of
it.
my might.
What happened?
I screwed up like the placement of all of these. Okay, so let
How
me
so?
boop. See the hair disappearing, the color. So I need to take this
Why does it do that?
because I put it on the wrong layer.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'm trying to. There we go.
There is like
Cut
no
and
one
paste.
watching.
That's okay.
Normally I would be watching, but the guns are more like the guns also cause more blunt trauma than a needle because they just take the earring they're gonna put in your ear and punch it through your ear
Yeah.
instead of
And
like
then I went
creating
to
a
the
hole
beach,
and then.
and the waves and my hair tore at the earring.
That was a mistake. Yeah.
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 Hooligan, how did you get your ears pierced, or are your ears even pierced? I actually don't know.
I think hers. I think.
They are.
Yeah, I remember. I think I've seen hers like once and actually remember it in comment, but I don't remember. I'm just going to go back on some pictures of her and I. Check something.
I'm kind of amazed that mine have never closed over, because I haven't regularly worn earrings. I mean, ever. Like, not since my holes closed initially, but
Okay.
It's
Now
sad
all
when you're
of
on
these
and have your
need
camera
to
roll. All your
merge.
recent camera rolls are pictures
Whoa,
of
whoa, whoa, whoa,
assignments
whoa,
you were
whoa,
turning
whoa.
in.
well,
What happened?
I selected merge these layers and it merged all of the layers.
oh,
Combine selected layers.
Okay.
There we go.
Can I
That's
show
more
off
like
my
it.
pride of my art project? We were going to make a mask, and we could either do a 3D or a 2D. And the first time I did it, I did 2 masks that were contrasting to each other. So the second time I did this project, because I took art twice this year, I did 3 of them.
Boom. Boom.
I was very proud of these things. My class had to question why I own a foam head. I just responded, I'm a cosplayer, and shut all of them up. Also, the best Dustin drawing of all, Tankachu.
Yeah, Tankachu.
We should have a redemption of Tankachu. It should be an emo. It really should.
I can do a Tankachu emote. I might not do it tonight because I want to finish this one and
Yeah.
I want to get to another thing that I've been sitting on.
yeah.
But I will do Tankachu at some point.
Tankachu needs to make an epic return.
You think you realized earrings were in some kind of vestigial structure when you were 3 and one came out? I didn't have mine pierced until I was 14 or 15. But I went to my dad took me to, no, Mom took me to a pagoda at the mall.
My bad.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Well, my pen died.
Oh no.
Did you grab my pouch? Should be behind me somewhere.
This thing?
It's a smaller pouch.
Oh, there's one.
It's just big enough for a laptop.
Is it? It's not inside your bag, is it?
No. Or no, it is.
Okay.
I got it. This is the second time this has happened to me.
Original rough draft version of the thing I showed you earlier.
Boom. So unprofessional.
Who said we were ever professional?
I'm also very lucky that I don't have any like metal allergies or anything because I have put some seriously cheap metals in my ears. I can literally wear plastic earrings and my skin doesn't care.
That's handy.
Yeah.
I just realized something. I only have like 2 pictures of Bigby in total. And most of them were group photos that she didn't know she was in the background
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Scheming and steaming. Those weird spiky earrings, like those plasticky things. Oh
No.
yeah, I remember those.
I hated them.
They look like crap. What's that vibrating ball toy that you give to like
Oh,
little
the-
kids
yeah,
with the spokes on it? What is that thing called?
Oh, it was something stupid like a jiggler or something.
I'm looking it up. Jiggle, no. Vibrating ball
You're getting into some dangerous territory
toy for
there.
infants. There's a reason
Put
I'm
the
not
quotations around infants so it doesn't leave it out.
bumpy ball.
Bumpy ball?
Yes.
Oh, bumble ball was the...
It's called a bumble ball.
Yeah.
Concerning.
Have you never seen one of those?
It looks terrifying. Like comes out of
There it
a
is.
Child's
nightmares.
toy.
This is what I think of when I think of those spiky
Also, I
earrings.
was thinking bigger.
What are they doing?
They're taking a selfie as well to make me a great being. Like, don't hang your head up on me. My cousins. All being,
Yeah. Hot pink and neon green. Oh, girl.
Yeah.
this is what I do every day.
So
Yeah. I see that scoop neck dress.
Yeah, one time I was like, they supposed to wear a her dress, but like I didn't want to get in trouble, and it was to a dance.
I'm doing this.
But I was also a teacher's pet, so I kind of wanted to get it. But I ended up getting different dress stuff. Very disappointed by it.
Those earrings were crazy. I did not like them. A lot of my friends wore them, but
Wearing my tightest pants because it's midnight. Heart of a lion and the wings of a bat because it's midnight.
I would have a picture of Biggie on my entire
I
phone.
love this
This
stupid
is a
song.
problem.
Limousine! My favorite thing, like Limousine is great, but one of my favorite things about it is that in the world of Homestar Runner, they have the characters of the Limousine band members, and
Just steal this.
you know, it's just like, oh, he sings that like in that emphatic hair metal way, and then like you do interviews with him or you see him show up in other things, and it's like, no, he just talks that way, where it's just like, Hey man, I'm gonna be playing an MMORPG later, so stop by if you wanna join my guild. And it's a fun voice to do.
It's a crazy tech.
Laser limousine Larry Panorancini. I'm so mad the Limousine is an actual band name. Dude, Limousine's awesome. Larry and Gary and Terry and Kyle? I forget all their names. I'm afraid we got some bad news, boys. We're in space. But why are they in space? There's no reason for them to be in space. On the contrary, my dear Fatson, there's every reason for them to be in space. I'm just reciting entire Homestar Runner bits from memory. Don't mind me. Just having a normal one.
Yeah, it's a normal day.
Dustin, you talk to me about fairy tale. I understand.
I'm afraid I got some bad news, boys. Turns out that the charts on Groupulon 5 have been taken over by an alternative rock group. But their bassist is a girl, and their drummer wears short hair, and the lead singer wears glasses! Oh man, I gotta do some Homestar Runner fan art at some point.
Yes. Yes.
I'm pretty sure he already has them.
I've made him draw strong or
Pretty
Dragon Door
sure,
before.
like,
Yep. I actually have a post-it note in my cubicle that is characters from yonder website.
I have a really bad idea.
Just calm down, let it all slip away. Another soothing episode of characters from yonder website. That's right, far out. That's right, far out.
In a mid Imagine.
Brought to you by Smarty Juice. Fascist Megacorp, a couple of the hairs in the logo. Look at them hairs.
Okay.
Uh-oh, here we got and
Football update! Andrew with the update!
Fuck Tom Brady.
Back to you,
That's
Dustin.
a statement we can all agree with.
Wait.
And
Why
this
do
politically,
we hate Tom Brady?
because he's a dipshit.
Just gotta back away.
I'm not up to date on the sports ball drama.
That's Tom Brady's been a quarterback for decades.
Yep.
Wait, really? He's that
Yeah.
old?
Yeah, he's
Where
an
the
older player.
freak is he still playing?
Because
So allegedly he's still really good,
Are
right?
you sure?
he keeps winning, and I don't know if those things are mutually inclusive, but he does keep winning.
Can we just get rid of
Like from football or in general. I'm open to either, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Okay, so we know how we were talking about, like, how everything crazy, and Dad's just like chaos, and Andrew's like peace, and I'm like well-planned assassination attempt.
So we just launch him into space with Elon Musk's car.
I'm afraid I got some bad news, boys.
No, because
We're
he
in
still has a
space.
chance to survive the human race. We don't know what's going to happen.
We do know if we launch him into space in a car. Yeah. Yeah.
So we just launched him into space. I like this plan.
I just still don't really know like why we it's
I
between
don't
her
understand
eyebrows.
the reason why.
Yeah, that's
All
gonna
I
be a
know
lock of
is-
hair.
I see.
So I left it blank so I
Yeah.
can fill it in with pink.
And he's a jerk. So.
Yeah.
Have
Sure.
fun with the well-planned assassination.
You know we don't deserve Andrew sometimes. No. We deserve him.
He is the hero we deserve. Not the one we need right now.
I'd say he's the one we have. He's the hero we have. That's a callback to our Kingdom Hearts
I still
playthrough.
Oh my goodness.
He said that when like he was asking me to do an edit, and I'm just like, after like so many edits and then me playing the entire game and trying to like focus and concentrate, he's like, I need an edit. I'm like,
I remember that one episode. I was literally titled Grace is sorry because we just made you edit the entire thing
Yeah.
every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was Grace guesses the names of Smash Brothers characters she hasn't seen before.
Which was all of them at the time. Maybe. I think I got like 5 of them right.
That killed me. Yeah, it was just he's not the hero we need, and he's not the one we deserve. He's the one we have.
I feel like
And I just
they
flashed
should-
"fuck you" on the screen in big letters. Because I'm the editor and I get to do what I want. Well, back when I was editing regularly. Now I do this crap. But this is still fun.
Now he's got some girl taking up all of his time.
It is not you that's taking up all of my time, trust me. You gonna be okay back there?
No. Oh my god.
You need a breathing apparatus?
What's an apparatus?
Where?
Right, up to the right of the belt buckle, like right here.
Ah, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Think that Mario was the hero of the Mushroom Kingdom wanted in the original Super Mario Brothers?
No, it was Luigi.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
But like,
Luigi is far more handsome than Mario. Just gonna put that out there.
no, it was Daisy.
In terms of, bed, wed, behead.
Who's your favorite Mario character?
I think that was a good PG version of that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Shy Guy, probably.
Was he or was it
What? Why?
Roberto?
Roberta.
Like Roberto was a
Nah, man, Shy Guy. Because he's a shy guy.
Wow.
I don't understand.
He's cute. And he's shy.
I miss Paper Mario. Yeah, me too.
Also, Yosuke.
I mean,
Who was
I could
literally
play
abused during the entire
the
series.
Origami
You know what?
King, but it's not the same.
I have a
It's
different
good,
answer.
but it's not the same.
What's your-
I'm officially changing my answer for what my favorite Mario character is.
Uh-huh.
It's Gino.
Gina? Who's that?
Gino is a meme character at this point. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Super Mario RPG. But Gino's a meme at this point.
Yeah. He's a character in the Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo game that shows up like 2/3 of the way through the game and is a decent character, but I don't even think he's in any other Mario property, right?
Nope. He appeared in exactly one game.
Yep. And Mallow doesn't appear in any others. No, Mallow's in some others, right?
What color are you doing the letters?
Alternating red and green.
You know it.
Yeah.
Give a award to Jen. Is
My,
this
is
just
my
a
award the
game
hat
of
again?
Pass the hat. I wonder who will end up with it at the end of the stream. Hopefully Dustin.
This one.
Yay. Yay.
Bombette. Ooh, yeah, Bombette's a good one.
Yeah, she's cute. I like, let's see. Vivian's cool.
Who's Vivian?
She's the shadow character you get in Thousand Year Door with the hat. She has a cool hat. I dig the hat. I dig, like... I mean, this is solid proof. I dig, like, witch characters. In like, games and movies and, like... Like Little Witch Academia is awesome. I'm trying to think of some other similar ones.
I'm sorry, you just picked the best one?
I know Little Witch Academia is like the best example, but there are other examples out there, and I can't. I'm drawing a blank because I'm like drawing letters.
You
Still-
should play 7 Stars.
Yeah, it's a delight. I actually have a patch of the game translated to Norwegian, and I want to play it in Norwegian to A, replay that game, and B, test my language comprehension. Because I do remember most of like the stuff that happened in the game, but there are some things I forget, and I don't remember like memorize all the dialogue, so I'll have to like piece it together as I play. Which I think would be fun. I don't know if I'll stream that, but I'd like to do it at some point. Let me know if that's something anybody would be interested in seeing.
I mean, I would watch.
Vivian's awesome because of the lore. Mock-up's still up for that fan art I mentioned. Be stopping for now. Cool! Merry Christmas! I should not have closed the other one because I'm going to use it for a color reference. No, that's not it. Boop. And then what was the other?
Kirby 64.
Yeah, that game's so good. She has the power. Or so I've heard.
Oh, I see. Gracie's brought herself a stool.
I have it on, and I did it!
Good job.
Do you remember renting it?
Yeah, from Movie Gallery in Chestertown, Maryland.
Oh, renting 64 games.
Yeah. Them's was the days, weren't they?
Yeah, I remember renting Pokemon Snap
Yeah.
and not being able to finish it before I had to take it back. Oh, the
sorry.
heartbreak.
Pokemon Snap's so cute.
So good. I can't wait for more news about 2.
There's gonna be another one?
There's gonna be another Pokemon Snap.
I am
See, we are a Pokemon
totally
Snap
stoked for that.
family. He said, I see we are a Pokemon Snap family.
Yes.
As Andrew
Yes.
is also extremely loving of that game.
It's so good.
And Dustin likes it and is in as much emotion as he has.
I'm also doing something.
I mean, even when you aren't.
Did they ever use the combining powers in other Kirby games? Yeah, they did it in, I believe, Kirby's Dream Land 3. I thought you could in Dreamland 3. I might be wrong. The Super Nintendo one. I remember us writing down the combo. Yeah! Yeah, Kirby Dream Course is a delight.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Me and Andrew play Switch occasionally.
Uh-oh. Something happened with the football.
Hopefully it wasn't another injury. That would be good.
I wonder if we'll get an update soon.
I feel like we're going to have someone running in here in about 5 minutes. Once they recover.
Forgot about Snap 2? How can you forget about it?
Opinions, everyone. What do you think about someone who only ever rented Super Mario 64? I feel like you've been deprived in some way.
Don't like it.
But as long as you got to experience that game it's in some form, I'd say you're okay by me. That's a game that's worth sitting down and taking your time with and just... You know, it's a game that I think people should, like, own and sit down and experience slowly. I think the renting and the time constraint kind of takes a little bit of the magic out of it. At least that's my opinion. Again, no, you know, I'm not anti-renting as a concept. I'm just thinking, with that particular game, I feel like you'd be missing out a little bit.
I still need the 100% Mario 64 remake. Freaking 100 coins on Rainbow Road. Blah. On the Rainbow Ride, I guess it's called. Anyway, blah. You got some cleanup to do on the hem, right?
Yeah, I got a handful of places I gotta clean up. This was because I did a lot of drawing for this one, and this was kind of a big one for me. It took a long time to get it, so there's a lot of places that I still need to do like some cleaning up. Ooh, let's put some green on them letters. Yeah, that's a good shade of green.
Yeah.
Wow, that was... Man, dog whistles are weird these days. My brother was the worst when it came to renting N64 games. Yeah, you hear that, Bryn? I wonder if he does hear that. Oh, I got the freaking... I had the eraser on.
Oh.
Do, 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 do. Dun, dun, dun. He rented Mario 60. Oh, okay. So instead of trying to buy it, he was just renting it. Did he rent it multiple times to finish it, or just the once? Because like renting is, I understand if you can't like afford it, but that's a game you should probably take your time with.
Yeah.
Seems like could have been better circumstance in hindsight. Yeah.
Once or twice. Ooh.
Oof. Big oof. Sorry, Bryn. Boom. Yeah, I remember how letters work.
Yeah.
Boom. Almost there. Switch it out with. Come on. There we go. And then we get
You loved Mario 64 since you first saw it played, and Bryn is the only one with an N64. Decided to rent it.
Dustin, remember when you pre-ordered this game? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, it's chat delay. When you pre-ordered this, when we pre-ordered Wind Waker, I do remember that, and I have forgiven you.
What happened?
So, it's a funny story. But so Wind Waker, if you pre-ordered it at Target, like back in the day, there was like a bonus thing when you got you would get a copy of Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Master Quest on a single disc. Yeah. So I went there and we were going around and I'm like, I just want to do go to the electronics section to get this taken care of. And that thing's like, well, I want to look at the toy aisle, and she's like, can you wait until the end? And I'm like, yeah, okay, we can wait until the end. And so I was just kind of hanging around the electronics because I didn't have the money. Mom had the money to buy the thing because she was the one who did the pre-order. And so I watched some people go through down the aisle, down the up to the electronics desk, and they were getting Wind Waker, to 2 or 3 people. And they were giving out the pre-order discs and everything. And then we finally came around, and I just said, I have a pre-order. And just said, and they gave me the disc for Wind Waker, and they're like, well, what about the other one? And he's like, oh, sorry, we ran out of the bonus disc. And I'm just like, ugh. And I was salty for a while. I'm forgiven.
I actually had the pre-order disc, but I have no idea what happened to it and lost it sometime in college.
It was Target's fault. I know it was Target's fault, dummy. I'm just being a mean big bro.
Wait, did I lose it in college, or is it just straight up still in my Wii?
Could be.
Maybe.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
And menacing.
Yeah.
Mostly cute. Gonna color in with white some of these spots and finish this drawing up. And then I can show you the rest, because this is a full ass comic that I've already done inking for. You weren't there? I could have sworn you were there with us. Where's that?
Go along the line of the black.
Right there?
Here. Here.
I do remember talking about Hawkeye. There was an old video of Patton Oswalt who did a bit where he talked about Jesus' superpowers. And it's like, okay, so you got the stuff where you can like heal the sick and raise the dead. It's like, all right, Jesus, you can be an X-Man. You can just kind of hang out at the mansion, and then when people get like hurt or sick, that you come back and be like, oh, you're back, you're better. And then they're just like, so, well, I can also take a little bit of food and make it a lot of food. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Have you tried the Avengers? Because they'll take anybody. They got a guy with a bow and arrow.
It was the right choice.
No, it wasn't.
I know he's useless, but he has children.
Yes, but she's beloved by everyone.
But she doesn't even have any living family.
Yes, but I don't care about him. The trauma will make them stronger. Have we not learned this yet?
The trauma of your family dying?
I mean, Black Widow sucks for all the same reasons that Hawkeye does, and also she's just uselessly objectified all of the time. Like, the only skill she has is objectification.
I wouldn't say that's her fault.
No, but
That's victim blaming, Jen.
you're right.
You call yourself a feminist.
You're right. But her only story purpose is objectification.
Her only story purpose is that she was a badass.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Being objectified.
She was awesome. She kicked butt, and she did so much more than Hawkeye.
She was
I
eye
think-
candy.
I think
Also, you can't take away
Black
one of
Widow is
her
a pretty
only
cool guy.
two girls.
She doesn't afraid of anything.
Wanda-
So well.
Wanda is just way cooler than Black Widow.
I agree, but like we can't. But she's also cool in her own right.
We just don't. She doesn't do anything special.
I'm hurt.
She's like.
Also, Hawkeye would no.
She and Hawkeye are like the same character, but she has a nicer ass. Like, that's it.
She has guns.
Guns are better than a bow and arrow. I will concede that point. We had a couple of
Unless
wars
you
about
need to
that,
be
and it
quiet.
turns out guns are better. Just
When
generally.
Which
Hawkeye-
is her thing. Like, the
Here's the
only
thing.
thing she
No,
claims
no.
to have is
No.
stealth,
No.
and guns are strictly
the
worse
thing.
than bows for that.
Here's the thing. Hawkeye, when he loses his bow, he has nothing. He does
He's still good at throwing stuff.
not really. Like,
Why
I'm
called
not saying okay.
Captain Projectile over there?
I'm not saying that that
She
Hawkeye
could at
is really good. I'm saying that they're the
But,
same
like-
garbage tier.
but like, she could also take out many people without having a weapon. She took multiple people, like, killed them without needing weapons or superpowers.
So Hawkeye kills people without having superpowers too. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
they
saying
need-
that he's great.
I don't like
I'm just saying
him.
that the only reason she needed to be there was so that sweaty nerds could have a nice ass to look at. That's it.
I do remember,
No,
like my thing with
not
like.
it.
I do remember like watching Avengers Infinity War and like seeing like the big pose like at the end when it's got all the female heroes at once
And
I'm
we're all
just
like,
and they're all just like the big girl power pose and I'm like, good, but you did not earn that. Sorry, you didn't earn it.
Wait, why?
They didn't have enough to do in the previous movies. They like most of them were not agents of the story until that moment
I mean,
and
like,
that's like again really cool, great visual. I liked the posing and everything, and it was a nice like bit of fan service, totally valid for all of those reasons, but they didn't earn it in my opinion.
they also got like 0 chance. And
That's my point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
The-
that's
the-
a
Which
flaw
was
in the
not their
writing.
fault.
No. It's not they didn't earn it. The movie didn't earn it. The movie, the Marvel Cinematic Universe did not
Okay,
earn
so
that moment.
instead of that, we should have just had a kick butt Wanda moment.
Merry Christmas.
'Cause
Have you
she
heard of
did.
WandaVision? There's a whole movie about it. I haven't seen it, but also,
What color should her flames be?
Blue.
Nah, they got like an icy blue, like a snowy icy blue
Like a
kind of,
Dobby
but
blue?
with the like translucence.
Like a Dobby.
I can make that happen.
I'm sure. Okay, here's all you need to know about Widow. Strictly worse than Captain Marvel. The end.
I could argue that Captain Marvel is worse because I
What?
hate Captain Marvel.
Why? She's amazing.
No, she's.
She is a badass bitch.
But is she? Is she really?
Yeah.
I think the cat did
She's a
more
fighter
for me.
pilot from an era where that wasn't allowed.
I just don't like her.
She wanted to be a pilot, right?
Uh-huh.
And the whole country was like, "You're a woman, you can't be a pilot." She was like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna be a pilot anyway." And now she's a super badass with superpowers.
I just don't like her.
You don't like her because you didn't grow up with her. I also didn't grow up with her, but I'm
So
don't really
then
care.
it's irrelevant.
you're a child.
I just don't like her very much. I like the cat the most.
The cat's the flirkin.
Can we just appreciate the cat as the best girl superhero?
I don't know that the flirkin is a girl.
Yes, it is. It's a girl cat.
How do we know this?
Is it on the wiki?
I don't remember because I've never checked that. But there was a line in the movie where he called it a he, and then she was just like, you know, that's a she. And that was a line.
But they also at that point thought it was a cat.
Didn't the aliens also refer to it as a she?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Looking this up now.
Let us know what you discover. I am interested to hear the out.
Yes, let's aggressively gender this alien being.
I'm excited. I am.
I just want it to be a girl so we can have a good girl superhero.
Captain Marvel.
No. I don't like
What about Black Panther's little sister?
Shuri?
Yeah, Shuri.
That is not a
the new Black
superhero.
She's
That is
gonna
a
be the
queen!
new Black Panther. So she's gonna be a superhero and a queen.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, yeah. You're right. She's the best.
I'm good with that, but also that hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet, but
Yet.
it's
I'm sure it's in the works.
for multiple reasons. From a story perspective, it needs to happen because she is the successor in canon lore, but also the actor died, so
Yeah.
they're gonna have to.
I'm also still hurt that Kimura died, but like not really, but like kind of really. Her memories and personality died, and she got kind of replaced, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, it's kind of sad for
Do you
Gamora.
remember the Flurkin's actual name?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Yeah. Discuss the gender of Yoshi. Well, Yoshi lays eggs, so Yoshi has to be a she.
Oh, you're right.
Unless Yoshi is like a seahorse.
Well, even with seahorses, it's the female that lays the eggs. He just bears the child.
Yeah.
So, this is mostly for the benefit of the folks that haven't seen this yet. But I'm working on this whole thing, and I came up with this idea back at Christmas time. But like now that it's January,
Okay. But Shuri is
She
still the
get-
best female.
She gets
Okay,
told
it
off.
goes Shuri,
Captain
Goose,
Marvel. Goose,
Wanda,
Wanda,
Captain Marvel,
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Okay, fine. I got this. Shuri, Goose.
Captain Marvel.
Goose is better than Captain Marvel.
She's a fighter pilot.
It's a cat. It's a cat. It's better.
It's also not
Oh.
a superhero. It's
Oh.
just an alien.
Oh, I just remembered something that was even better than the goose. Can we just appreciate Nick Fury's, like, secretary who dealt with all of the
Yeah.
bullshit the entire time?
His secretary. Wow, that's denigrating.
What was her?
I
What
don't
was her
remember any.
role? That was her role. She had.
She was like a second in command.
Yeah, she was an officer.
Okay, second in command, who dealt with all of the
did deal with
given
some
to
bullshit.
him and everyone else. So, in my opinion, she's also a superhero. So, like, it's
Wow, your
Shuri,
bar for superhero is pretty
Goose.
low.
the other one, Wanda. I think Wanda's better than Captain.
Objectively not.
But, like, why though?
Because Captain Marvel is basically immortal at this point.
Yeah, but that's like she's too overpowered for her to be a good character and lovable and like. Ugh.
She's just a superhero fighter pilot woman who's done with the world for the most. Like, she's just
Yeah,
wants to do her own thing now.
just don't like her.
For whatever reason, I cannot move layers up and down. My pen is acting awfully strange today. I might need a better nib.
What?
The pointy bit on the end is called a nib. I don't think that'll work.
I mean, you could always try if you're really desperate. But you'd have to be very desperate.
Oh no, it's not that. It's the program. The program is bugging out.
Oh. Does it save progress?
It would be really sad.
Okay.
Yoshi's a girl, right?
I mean, there are a plurality of Yoshis, so
Alright.
I just realized something.
I gotta start
the
it back
cat's a
up.
fighter. No, Captain Marvel's the fighter pilot.
The cat's just
The
better,
cat's an alien.
who's amazing.
Who's named after a fighter pilot.
Is it?
Yeah, Goose. Goose is a character in Top Gun.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Maria Ross. Who's what?
That's Nick Fury's second hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Right hand woman.
Played by the person who plays Robin in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah. That is her, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's why I like her.
I had a thought about like the emotes, how everyone's doing one. Andrew once asked me if I wanted.
Secretary. Big was an agent.
Sorry.
She was.
I,
She was an agent of Shield.
sorry, I couldn't
You
remember.
just called her secretary. Like,
Yes, and guess what? Because that's what they made her do, and she dealt with it. That's why she's the best.
I don't think I remember her doing any secretarial duties.
Sorry. I'm sorry. We all agree. Awesome. We all agree Shuri is best, and we can just move on now.
Captain Marvel.
I'm just here to draw, guys. I'm just here to draw drawings of cute elf characters, y'all.
No, Maria Rosa. There's no such thing as just a secretary.
I
Well,
just thought of something. Someone who's better than them all. You remember Captain America's girlfriend?
Oh, Peggy Carter.
Have you seen the series based on her? She
You mean-
was the best.
You mean the one that's named after her, despite the fact that you could not remember her name?
Yeah, that one.
Seems to have made a real impression.
No, I'm just a ditz who cannot remember names that aren't related to anime. Okay.
another football thing appears to have happened.
Yeah,
I heard yelling in the background.
Pretty sure, like, we just had our turn with the hearing yelling through the wall. They're probably like, what are they arguing about?
I'm sure they could hear us. Probably
Yeah.
pretty clearly.
I think that's the loudest I've been all day. All week. I like
He's having a good old time.
It's Christmas.
I'm dizzy.
What are you doing back there?
Spinning.
Oh, just spinning?
Okay, the floor is slightly slanted the other way, so it just like rotates this way, and then I just let the flow.
Maria Hill is who's in
Hill,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
okay.
Maria Ross is in, freaking Full Metal Alchemist. She's the lady with the beauty mark, right? The one who Envy kills and then transforms into to murder Hughes. Am I remembering her right? I like this particular comic. I find it quite amusing and hot. Hot as in there's fire in it, or hot as in you think Stereo is hot? I'm cool with either answer, honestly. I know Andrew likes the Santa dress.
It's a cute dress.
It is. Ah, man. Xenoblade's such a good game. Just listening to Ricky's theme. Legendary hero pawn, Ricky! Ricky, very cool! Just had this weird... Yeah, I can't describe his voice. I can kind of do his voice. Maria Ross from Full Metal. Yeah.
I love the fire.
Whatever you were about to say about secretaries, Jen, never say it to my ex.
Okay. I mean, sure.
There's a bit of a stream delay, so they're responding to what we said like
Yeah.
a minute or two ago.
Yeah.
And I've got a very short memory, and I'm distracted. So like,
There's just a dent.
I
Your
barely
middle
remember what we were
was.
talking.
I also forgot fish, so I don't remember.
Well,
Maria Ross is one of the best characters in that series. So many good and badass female characters. Yeah, Maria's cool.
We forgot about Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, Valkyrie. What's her name?
Also-
Tessa Thompson? Tessa something?
she's pretty cool.
Yeah. Grace, you might like Full Metal. I think she would.
I already have friends convincing me to watch anime.
I still remember my favorite thing about Full Metal Alchemist was the stupid joke I told to a cosplayer.
What did you...
This was a Halloween event at my school when I went to college, and somebody was dressed up at like the main character of Full Metal Alchemist. Hang on.
Try the, that one, ban.
Man, why can't we get regular humans to watch instead of bots? Probably because it's completely incomprehensible what I'm actually drawing here. Somebody coming in is just like, oh, it's just a red mound. Good for him.
My friend wouldn't be watching, but like, actually has a social life.
In this pandemic,
As close as social life counts, it's more like a scheduled Among Us chat every month.
Ah, cool.
That's
oh, I played that for the
closest-
first time the other night.
You played Among Us?
I did. My brother asked me if I wanted to play. I didn't really care for it.
It was so happy. I thought
You
I
got-
played Among Us.
You got her hopes up too high.
I know I did. I really thought I would like it. I didn't hate it. It just wasn't what I wanted
How
from
long
that
did
game.
you play?
I think it took like 5 matches.
That is not long enough to understand the controls.
No, I
Get into the
understand the controls.
I mean, like, get into it. Also, did you get
Look,
to
I
be an
promise
imposter?
after hour 45 it gets really good.
I think.
No, after like match 6, it gets good. 7. Once you get into like the double digits, it's
I'm very
really-
familiar with the mechanics of the game and the strategy of the game
Did
because
you
I
get to
played
be
a lot of
imposter?
Werewolf. No, I didn't get to be imposter.
Okay, then
but
you
I
will
don't
not
think that
have
would have
under-
really changed my.
You don't understand.
The XB,
Joy,
okay.
you're dead.
XB70 Valkyrie, use that as a desktop wallpaper. With no other contents, I am going to assume that is a plane.
Yeah, I mean, I've played other similar social deception games, and I just didn't like. I feel like the
I'm actually
concept
gonna,
has been better done
look up the
elsewhere.
XB70
wanna
Valkyrie
play
because I am curious what it
werewolf.
looks like.
Really?
Put it up
Like
on the
proper
screen.
werewolf.
Yeah, because no one.
Should also play
ever-
Secret Hitler.
I don't know what that is.
Yep.
I just want someone to play with me because they never want to play with me because when I little, I couldn't lie. That may or may not have changed.
Well, have to find out.
Middle school.
Yay! That's a cool plane.
That is an interesting plane.
I am confused by what is happening with the
It's-
It's
plane.
an
And-
aeroplane.
It's an incredibly fast jet.
Probably.
It's a supersonic jet.
Really weird.
Yep.
I also just feel tall because y'all seats are low. Mine is high. I get the very to actually be taller than that one.
Just barely when he's sitting up.
I mean, are you sure?
It counts.
I'm still
It
taller.
totally counts. I actually enjoy these little elf
Because we were
guys.
talking about it earlier, and I remember when I looked.
The
'cause I heard
reason
them say something football, and then I was just like, oh yeah, Thumb. I'm really scatterbrained.
Goof.
And like fidgety.
Because you had all that ice cream. And you're all hopped up on sugar.
And it's because I had too close to it.
You're gonna hurt yourself that way, child. Drinking all that sugar and caffeine.
I mean,
Yep.
I don't usually go overboard with caffeine because stomach migraines.
Yeah.
not
So I
fun.
just like get really fidgety and have to do like 4 things at once to keep my brain occupied.
I'm just sitting here thinking about the song "Stress" by Jim's Big Ego. Trying to cut down on my caffeine consumption. So when I get up, I just get 1 cup of coffee. And I like to have a cup of coffee for breakfast. And on my way to work, I have to get a cup of coffee. I like the kind of cup of coffee that you get with donuts. I never get the donut. I just get the cup of coffee. I like to get a cup of coffee when I sit down at my desk. Because I like to drink coffee when I'm talking on the phone. It usually gets cold and need to drink another cup of coffee. And it's lunch and I have an espresso. when I sit down, it's not morning anymore, so I have that colon, live that colon. By then I'm feeling fine, feeling pretty sharp, and I'm feeling pretty wired and getting things done. But right about then, you have an elf fetish. I don't have an elf fetish. But I like drawing these particular, like, they're not quite elves, they're kind of unique sort of creation. The little stripes of hair on the sides are actually antennae, which they use to sense magical energy in the air. Also, they have diamond pupils, which is cool. That's just there for being cool. They're kind of like bug fairies, if I were to describe them in a way that's more accurate to their like inspiration.
Bug fairies.
Yeah, there's like different subspecies, and they all have kind of different gimmicks and cultural things and symbols based on different insects.
Hey, guess what?
What's that?
You don't have to work tonight.
I know, I'm excited. I'm just kind of chilling. Like this is when I would be driving into work, and I'm just like, not a care in the world. It's nice. It's
I
nice
like
to have a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and do some cleanup on the ink later, but this is going to conclude the coloring portion of this panel. Oh wait, shoot, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. I forgot. I still drew the blue flame, and I also drew bug fairy. Sounds reasonable.
Smell like Doritos.
I'm sorry. It only took one.
Doritos, a powerful aroma. Mm-hmm.
My mother, she left. There's Alex. There's like
Am I a dummy?
Where was that white spot coming from?
Oh. It wasn't a... Yeah, okay. I think yeah, okay. It is what I thought it was. Oop. I just fouled up the ink there.
Mm.
Ho, 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 ho. Sonic Extreme, if it had been released, it'd probably be another game my brother would have rented.
Oi.
Yeah. Ho, 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 ho. Messed up just a little bit there.
Yep.
Ooh. Fixed.
Got a little spot at the top of that H On the top left of that image. Whoops.
Damn it.
You have really good eyesight. Or you're just closer.
Oh, 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 oh.
So much.
Panel 2 is done.
Yeah.
What's that thingy?
What?
The picture of?
I don't know.
This is my desktop on my other monitor. It's the crap. What is this thing called? It's from Riven, the sequel to Myst.
Okay.
Hashtag sibling has terrible tastes.
Why do I feel like that would be a hashtag my sister would use?
Sniff, sniff. Okay.
Doing all his fancy footwork like anybody can see it.
Just giving her a heart attack.
You know,
It's not.
digital, right?
It's
You
not
can just hit the
permanent.
back
I could just hit the undo. It's fine.
button. It'll be okay.
No, it won't. He's a monster.
You can't color outside of the lines.
You don't understand how much like OCD and years of pain, which is like
Get a pack of 64 with the sharpener inside. And now you color in outside the lines. Color in inside your heart. Color in. Another insanely specific reference.
Why is this so intense? Like,
I'm sorry, I do like the I just kind of think in my head sometimes and just I do
That's
the
where most people
Midoriya
think
like
most of the
mumble
time.
thing. Just
sometimes people think outside of their heads, but most of the time people think inside their heads.
I usually get in trouble if I just start randomly murmuring
Mhm.
on stream, so I like try and not, but like I don't know how to explain this without using Midoriya as an example. Yeah. Do you watch any anime?
I'm watching Mob Psycho with this guy,
Yeah.
and we watched JoJo. And when I was your age, too young, I watched Tenchi Muyo. I watched Dragon Ball Z. I watched not all of Naruto because there's a lot of it, but the amount of Naruto that most people recommend, which is, I don't know, like you stop after season 2 or something like that.
Okay. What is the backstory behind these insect fairies? Okay, I can run through it. So they are called the Runa. They are a society of creatures that they all stand around 3 feet tall, and there's a number of. They all kind of share a planet together, but there's a number of different ethnic groups of them, like I said, based on different kinds of insects. So, like, for instance, Steria here is based on a cricket. Or her ethnic group is based on crickets. Because they do, like, music, merchants, and artisans. And So each of the societies is based on a sort of thing. So like there is a group that's like an ant colony, and they're kind of an empire. And then there's a group that's kind of like grasshoppers, and they just kind of roam around. Basically each group is sort of based on like whatever insect, and that's kind of how their society is structured. There are multiple different groups, but in total there are 12 sovereign nations in the world. And the one thing that they all have in common is that they are mageocracies. You do the magic, you make the rules. And for the longest time, that was just kind of how things worked. There were, kings and figureheads and heads of state, but the strongest wizard in that country was who really called the shots. And so there are these, like, it kind of borders on a theocracy in some aspects because there is a spiritual aspect to magic for them, but it's mostly has to do with one's innate talent for magic. And because it's a heritable trait, it ended up being like these groups of, noble families that, bred with the intent of producing the most talented offspring. Now, it wasn't like 100% foolproof, and they didn't really have a great understanding of genetics, being, very superstitious weirdos for the most part. But one of the biggest things that was, common throughout all of them was the idea of fire tools. Basically, there is sort of a G20 summit that happens every year for these people, and for that summit, there are like rules that are agreed upon, kind of stuff like the Geneva Convention. And one of the things that was outlawed way back in the day was fire tools. And fire tools includes complex machines, engines, computers, anything that would replace magic. Anyone that would allow one of the, the unwashed mashes to be able to do a thing similar to what a wizard might do. And that was highly frowned upon because, it's like, no, this is magic, this is our power, and it's for us, and we rule over you because we were chosen, etc., etc. This typical kind of hierarchical justifications that societies tend to have, only with magic as the basis. So all these nations kind of, there were wars and stuff. Like I said, one of them is an empire and took over a number of other smaller sovereign nations. There's a country where they are near a wellspring of magic, so a lot of them are extremely, potent magic users, and they exert their influence and power over a neighboring country, which is magic deficient and is mostly farmland. So they do kind of have their own sovereign cities and states, but it's the neighboring country that's really in charge because they have all the magic. Now, things worked that way for a very, very, very long time. But there was a big, big problem that happened. There was a legend that was passed down for a very long time called the story of the Sky Giants. And it was a prophecy that enormous people, twice the size of these, little bug fairy people, would one day descend from the heavens and attempt to conquer the world. And they would do so using the profane fire tools, which is part of the reason why they were, banned. It's just like, this will be the undoing of our civilization. Turns out sky giants were just humans. Or really human-adjacent creatures. But they did actually invade, and there was a war, and it was pretty damn terrible. But eventually, there were some folks that kind of leveled the playing field because there was civil unrest going on at the same time. And there were big regime changes happening at the same time as this war. So, after a lot of infighting, eventually a new ruling class emerged that was more hospitable to the, aliens, and just like, look, we are, not your enemies. We don't want to do anything. We, are not a threat to you. Just, leave us alone. And so all that kind of happened. This is like hundreds of years before this character was born. And as you can see, she's wearing like a Santa outfit. And she roommates with a human who is her best friend, and they get into shenanigans together, including her not really understanding what Christmas is. So let me get like a gray color for the paper. Damn it. There we go.
Another Capri Sun.
Yeah, it just hurt while I tried getting it.
What did you do that you hurt yourself getting a Capri Sun?
I dropped a kid right on my foot twice.
She's just bad at the refrigerator.
You got a talent, kid.
I might not have artistic talent, singing talent, dancing talent, but I have a talent for hurting myself.
Please don't go pro.
I don't know.
I don't know what going pro is, but don't do it.
I'll try not to, okay? I mean, I did break my legs in the most stupid way possible.
What the heck?
Orange storage in a porridge orange. People say the word. Orange doesn't rhyme with anything.
Wow.
I've got in my head. Everything rhymes.
Your nails are so pretty.
Hmm?
They all look so nice.
They're just nails.
How do you not break them?
I stopped biting them.
Okay, if you don't bite them, how do they not crack? Like, once they get, like...
So here's actually the secret that I learned. And I didn't do this on purpose. I've bitten my nails my entire life, and I only stopped in March because COVID. Like, I somehow, that was enough of an impetus for me to be like, okay, I'm really for real gonna keep my fingers out my mouth. And one of the things that chewing your nails does, in addition to, like, obviously breaking off your nails, is your saliva actually digests your nails. So your nails are weaker because your saliva digests them, and when they grow, they're weaker and thinner.
Terrible then.
And I discovered when I stopped biting them, suddenly my nails are a lot more firm because they don't have.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't do it because it's a nervous thing, and like
It is for me too, and like
it's a nervous like.
yeah, no, I get it. I did too, and I feel like I still might. Like, I'm constantly like, I don't know. Whenever I think about it, I'm like, I can't believe I haven't bitten my
It's
nails.
when I go back to
since
school
March.
and they're being cringy, and I'm just sitting here like
Yeah.
nearly biting
You don't
my
understand. There's cringe culture. I have to bite my nails.
You don't understand the pain because her teacher doesn't know how to mute, and she has two sons, and one's a teenager and the other's a 6-year-old. The teenager has secrets, and the 6-year-old knows about them and cannot not tell their mother. And our teacher doesn't know how to mute. Don't understand the pain.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't have any advice. Well, I do have some advice. Even though like I hadn't broken the habit, I could stop myself from chewing my nails in the moment if they were painted.
I need to do anything with my nails.
Yep.
So, alright, so we've got half of this comic done. So, Merry Christmas! Ho ho ho! Stop! I guess I'm gonna finish coloring this one later. I kind of want to jump into something else because I've been sitting here a while.
We had a whole conversation about how Captain Marvel is the best superhero.
Was it about that?
While you were,
It
yeah.
was about how.
Are you sure it was about that?
100%.
Not. I don't think it was about that.
So, I'm gonna pop open the next one. She's sad of being bonked on the head. But you said Christmas was the most magical time of year. He goes, okay, first of all, it's Christmas. And second, so you can see I've built this whole thing and you got like a summoning circle in the background by the Christmas tree. I'm going to actually hide this and... I did not mean that literally.
She's so sad.
And I'm going to have some like presents and stuff floating in the background as well. I didn't draw
Love that
those
magic
because...
circle.
Yeah, and it turned out pretty good. I like the way it looks. But she's so dejected. It's adorable.
Just wanted curse.
I'm very happy with how that turned
I
out.
kind of wanted curse.
And just Kendra being 110% done with her bullshit. It's like I don't do a ton of like side profile views, but I like the way this one turned out. Just like
She just looks like a sad puppy.
She kind of is. Oh boy.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got any requests for me? Anything?
You could draw the best Marvel character.
No.
Rocket Raccoon, got it.
I think we can all agree it
I
would
like
be
Rocket.
Groot.
I like Rocket.
Groot is better than Rocket. Groot is Groot.
Groot without Rocket is like nothing.
Rocket without Groot.
We've seen
Is
that, and it's
depressing.
cool. Like it's sad, but it's still cool. I don't
I like Yondu. I like the dynamic between Rocket and Yondu and Guardians too.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
like, you a professional asshole? It's one of my favorite lines.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Yondu.
Denki.
Glad she's with me on thinking Yondu is cool.
With Pikachu ears and tail.
Best Marvel character.
But yeah, you don't have to do that. Could also
Draw an official Tankachu.
at that.
You know what?
Or you
Maybe I will do just that.
Is that or I could get it.
You want an emote?
Kind of.
Yeah.
You want okay, we'll give you an emote.
All right. What
Well-
kind of weapon? Katana?
Of course.
Any particular katana?
I don't really care.
We're doing a
Could
grace.
be
Let's do it.
any of them. Also, good luck with the hair. I change it monthly. Might just want to do flat brown for my hair. 'cause that's-
Yondu dressed like Mary Poppins. Moppy Poppins.
Poppy Pop.
Moppy Poppins.
Look like Mary Poppins. Is he cool? Yeah. Yeah, he's very cool. Well, Mary Poppins, y'all. Like that's still delightful. It's dorky and silly, but that whole movie is, and it's just a delight.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a noise I did not know I could make. But
Well, I'm glad we've made this discovery together.
it's getting kind of silly time. I
We
woke up
noticed.
too early and went to bed too late.
Okay, so we're gonna give you a katana, and I gotta figure out.
So you gotta be facing the same way Andrew is. 'Cause I'm facing the same way. as
Okay,
you.
okay. So we're gonna give you. Let's see, what kind of pose? Just holding it out in front. Okay.
Or like the thing, this one.
Oh yeah, the
So,
the backwards
so,
behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
So like.
Because that's just a cool pose, and it's an attack pose, which better than me just like. Yeah. I'm very excited. I like katana.
Like that.
But she's gotta be facing that way.
Oh yeah.
She is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
I am a chaotic child. I'm very happy about this.
You also gotta make
Yeah, like I love how Andrew and Dustin's emote, and then yours is just like a medium size, and mine should just be like tiny. Just like I'm a child with a sword. So you know those pictures of like the old pictures, old timey pictures you can get at like the beach with your family. I used to get very angry when they gave the rest of my family weapons, but they didn't give me one because I was a child.
Yeah.
So I would ask to have a weapon, like the rest of my family. So they just worldly hand me a weapon so I can point it at my family. Because I'm that kid.
If you look at the pictures that he's got up and see if there's a.
I'm going to leave it to Dustin's autistic creativity. I believe in him.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Analyzing.
Yeah, this one I know like cocked the arms too far back and it doesn't work quite because the elbows are way too close together. She's got to be like this. If you ever do an emote of me, Minecraft Diamond Sword, got it done. I'm actually gonna clear this and start over with this particular one.
I feel like I gave Dustin a hard thing. Awesome. I just can imagine the battles we will have with this in the beginning of streams with all of us just putting ourselves.
Yep.
Just like, eh. Who do you think would win the fight? Dustin or Andrew? Dustin or Andrew. It's definitely not going to be me. I'm a tiny.
I'm a cripple, so it's not me. Unless I get those pity points.
I mean,
If I could get the
could
two of
Dustin
them
really attack you?
to take you out, and then the two of them fight, and Dustin and Andrew wear each other down.
And you just come in with the knife like, fuck.
Yeah. And then I
But-
take out whoever's left standing.
I could not win against any of you.
You could probably beat me in a fight, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. I would stab myself. I would literally.
I would take myself out far before we would be able to actually duel.
Yes. Although, if handed a katana, I could at least do a little bit of damage before falling on it and killing
Wait, I have the knife of time. The Sands of Time knife.
I mean, yeah.
You guys are screwed!
I feel like
If it's full of
weapon-wise-
sand. Otherwise, I'm dead.
I'm enjoying my hair very much because that's pretty much what it looks like at all times. Also, just like, I feel like my problem with the katana is I would not know how to actually hold it right, so I'd just be sitting here like, eh.
Take a look at those pictures.
Yeah, and over here just be like, I know, I understand only a little bit from anime.
I'll be doing my own emote for this series with Pitt's Palatine Bow. Hayes is based off of forward air. Rad, dude. Send it in. As soon as we get more emote slots, I'll throw it up there. 100% in on that.
In a fight with like any weapon choice, Jen, what weapon would you choose?
A dagger.
I would have to go with a trusty baseball bat because
And yet, I'm doing a katana per your
because I
request.
like katanas better.
I mean,
I would not know how to actually
So,
use
a
one.
real weapon I think I could really be effective with.
Yeah, like that's
Probably
what I
like
meant.
a hatchet.
Yeah, like a real weapon you could actually be effective with. No matter how much I want to be good at the katana, I could never be. But I want to be.
How's that pose look?
It is amazing.
Back at it again with a football sports ball
We got
update.
the breaking news sports update here.
Tampa Bay's up 18-7.
Apparently, we're sad about that.
It's this 11-point game. Fucking Tom Brady. It's like a football like sad song. This is as close as you get to like football morning.
See,
Truly,
It
a
is-
black day for football. Also, earlier with Grace in the refrigerator, we give her a task, and from the other room we hear like thud 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 thud, and like 3 things fall,
Yeah.
and she just goes, "Dang it!" And then about 10 seconds goes by, and we hear thunk, and she's like, "Ah, don't worry, nothing broke, nothing got spilt," and we're like, and Rusty says, "What in the fridge is kicking your ass?" And she goes, "The Gatorade continues to fall on me." Continues! 2 separate events where Gatorade just kept attacking her.
Look, I said I would lose in this fight. Yeah,
All right, kiddo.
it's amazing.
What clothes do you want me to put on you? And
All of them.
we will start with a top hat, curly mustache,
yes, beautiful, beautiful.
and
Oh, a goatee, like
and
a
a
little.
feathered boa.
Yeah, You gotta get the pointy goatee.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Hooligan says maybe the galaxy sword from Stardew. That's a good weapon.
I don't know. How about just a black long sleeve shirt? That's
Can do.
kind of what I wear always, as I also sit here wearing a black long sleeve shirt. That could be, yeah. That's basically what it is. I just wear black a lot. I realize I wear black too much for it to be good. I wear black leggings most of the time, black shirt. This is my
All right.
Yeah, there's a running conspiracy at one of my old schools that I was gone the entire time, but just never openly talked about it because I just wear black too much.
Goth is a lot more than just
And, like,
wearing
emo.
black t-shirts.
Yeah, mostly it was emo, but there were a select few people who thought I was cool that I actually knew and talked to quite often. And I'm like, how can you think that with my weird, bubbly, not bubbly personality? That's my genre.
Goth culture's gotten real complicated, though.
No. Although, the running conspiracies are that I was emo.
B is also wearing a black long sleeve shirt, apparently.
It's something about us. It's.
I'm wearing a shirt someone really cool gave me. You're wielding an Animal Crossing slingshot? Yes!
I'm just gonna draw a villager version of you. In fact, right now, let's go. Done. That's the villager version of Bethany. Bam. Grace is gonna kick your ass. You've been decapitated. Here's your body.
I would not do that. Probably.
What if it was the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny?
I don't think the younger one is meant to be taller and the
She's
winner
on
of this battle.
Animal Crossing
At
villager.
least you're happy about it. This is going off the rails, guys.
It was enjoyable while it lasted.
I gotta pull this back.
Quite a while.
Yeah.
Like, so my one friend came over a while ago, and I walked in my room, and they just went, "Catherine, why do you have a baseball bat under your bed?" And me, who did not want to say I was cosplaying Villain Deku and doing TikToks, just said, "I don't know."
Home invasion, maybe?
He just like, "I don't know." Yeah. I would have been able to explain it if they were a weeb, but they've never watched anime. So, like, I just sat there like, no. No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because my teacher challenged me to cosplay Harley Quinn in the snow. That's why.
That moment was great.
The fuck's a Wow, even with the broken ribs. Yep. His yup was just priceless.
Sorry, I just pictured myself with an actual katana and me just like running up to Andrew like, "That's knife," and just going poke poke. Why does this entertain me too much?
No, you see, I didn't up.
Hello. He's drawing me as an emote now. You okay, buddy? Football bum you out?
Well, I just don't have that.
I have.
So you're looking at your phone. Is that your emote?
No, it's a katana.
Somebody gave her a sharp thing.
Katana with a microphone on the other end.
No!
You just flip it around upside down and start singing.
No! God, please, no!
We do that.
No!
Don't talk about that, Andrew.
Okay. I gotta set this down real quick and do it this way.
I need this question. Okay, I'm going to ask the golden question, Jen.
What's up?
What do you want for your birthday?
What do you want for your birthday?
I don't know.
Alright, I've seen this happen. It goes nowhere. What about an emote with me just trying to walk and then you just like clean onto me, preventing me from moving?
No. It's a reality. No.
That's why it would be a good emote.
Or just Andrew just whip me over the shoulder like, look.
Yeah, just walking like her like hanging on my back, choking me. Like this.
I don't know which one of us would actually be winning in that fight. The one who's carrying me or the one who's suffocating?
Oh, Andrew's got the Andre advantage there.
Girl.
Child, please.
Cassandra.
I was in the princess boy.
And I was a tiny boy. It's a tiny boy.
Just got my fingers.
Oh, that sucks. You're gonna have to cut him off.
I am very so tired.
It's so staticky.
It's like my
I miss this game.
No wonder it gets so
Do you?
tangled.
It's
I
like
only
how
owned it on
my-
a 3DS.
Like when I get like
I actually never had the Game Boy
emotions,
version.
It's like anime hair.
Electrically charged.
Yes.
But I do have a 3DS. But, you know, I'd have to play it. I'd rather play it on the Switch, Dustin. You understand.
Sure do.
I feel like you're making fun of Dustin. but
I'm
you-
not.
No, he's making fun of himself.
We just have a disagreement about video games.
Really?
Yeah. It's not on the Switch, therefore it's impossible to play, is his position.
Therefore, I miss it. And I wish I could play it. You know, 3D World's coming out in like a few weeks. We can stream that.
Yeah?
I don't want to miss that game anymore.
We could stream it today.
Yeah, but
Okay, maybe not
it doesn't have
today.
Bowser's Fury. I mean, why
Okay.
bother?
Okay, Bowser's Fury. What is that? What
I don't
even
know!
is-
I don't know! They won't tell me! I want to know!
Somebody
Bowser! Why are you mad? Why are you mad, Bowser?
We know why Bowser's mad, because Peach won't fuck him.
I mean, Peach will. She's been kidnapped like 30 times. It's gotta be, you know, a little bit of
You
her
think
that's like,
so?
fine.
You think so?
I'm in on this.
Is that why? It's just their like.
I mean, like the
excuse?
first 10 times, shame on me, you know?
I'm concerned for all of you now.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, Dustin, I'm concerned for everyone about this topic except you. I'm concerned for you for different reasons.
That is fair. That is a fair and accurate
I
assessment.
don't know what you're implying, but
Mama, I'm your mama. Yeah, Papa told me all about it.
I love that she's so confused
He
by
said
that.
a bad man named Mario came and took Mama away.
Have I shown you this
Junior.
screenshot they took?
I gotta come clean. That little tiny human princess, not your mother. I'm kind of disappointed in how stupid you are, Junior. I think this is why I got my ass kicked in a hot tub. I'm just saying, it's probably your fault. I'm gonna go hang out with the Koopalings now. I don't know what their deal is. Are they my kids? Sometimes. Miyamoto writes lore in a weird way.
That's true. That opening sequence where they're flying in to Mario Sunshine
Yeah.
and Mario's pupils turn into little hearts.
Yeah.
What were they doing on that plane?
Oh, ravioli. Enjoy my cannoli. Oh.
You need to be stopped.
Okay, I got this. I
Ow!
do not mean to actually hit you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I meant to like tap you, but like
I did.
She kicked me legit.
I
Kicked me.
felt it in the floor.
She legit kicked me in the shin. Just blam. And it was like
I
thunk.
slipped. I meant to like tap you, but I slipped.
I only meant to hit you, but I accidentally hit you. Oh man, I am totally telling my teacher about this.
There you are.
Like I meant to like tap you like that, and I just. So sorry.
It's alright.
Are you okay?
It's okay.
We got ourselves a Grace.
He's so cool.
Bad Andrew.
So sorry.
I got kicked.
I'm so sorry. I literally failed.
And she doubts her ability to fight back.
Yes, I would accidentally be good at it.
What you have to do is you have to try not to fight. Invoke the 25th on Andrew.
I've had too much sugar, too much caffeine, and I woke up too early and went to bed. I say this knowing Dustin hasn't slept in like, what, 40 hours?
I took a nap today. I slept 2 hours in the last 48 hours, okay? I'm good. We're fine.
Are you sure? I still feel so bad about him.
He'll live. I don't think you can take him down that easy.
But I might not. If he tells Dad I'm dead. Okay?
Well, here's your issue. There is a camera.
Yes, but Dad doesn't ever watch these. It's fine.
Where? That's her sleeves rolled up down there. It's kind of hard to see with the glare.
I know. I can see it better up on the top screen. That's why.
I also feel bad because I kicked him pretty hard.
Ooh, a good football just happened.
I might not be that strong, but I did take karate long enough to know how to kick semi-correctly. Yay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Also, have you ever gotten like our karate teacher was like this 6'5" guy and really tall, and like to get
Those
the red
are the same
belt.
thing. 6'5" and really tall.
Well,
Good job.
I was also like in 3rd grade, so I was super short.
Didn't know I was attending a roast tonight, guys.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on. But like, if you got to get your red belt, you had to like do the like sweep the thingy and like push him down, basically. So it's basically the simple way to flip the person. But we were also tiny, and me coming over here like being this tall and just like actually succeeding, me and my best friend, and just going, we didn't actually need to do that. Because, like, he wasn't expecting any of us to actually do it. Because, like, one of us asked if it was possible to skip a belt, like, move on straight to the next level. It was like, well, if any of you guys can do this, I'll let you. He did not expect, the only person he thought could possibly do it was Katie, because she's very athletic and strong and, like, pays attention. But he forgot. that
Truly
she's
the
also-
greatest martial artist of all. Looking around and noticing things.
But, like, what he forgot was, I have a sister who also took karate. I've been on the receiving end. Not on purpose. Just sneak attacks don't work on her, okay?
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, that was a funny day, because he was curious to see if Katie could do it, but he gave everyone a chance, because fairness. And when I did it, I just remember seeing Katie going, "Good job," and his face just going, "What just happened?" And the rest of my class just looking at me like, that's That was a funny day.
Yeah.
Because I just remember seeing the kids who picked on me just looking at me like,
Rethinking their life choices.
yeah.
No, I saw a spot
It was really
Where?
on her belly. Oh, no, I didn't. It was your cursor drag. Okay.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna give you some. What color? You're wearing like palish,
I'm
kind
wearing like
of light blue.
light blue jean things. I also have light blue everything, so it's a good bet.
Okay. Happy face. Alright, now we need.
I am very pale. It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I am. I'm also sorry that I've just been a giggle wreck for the last few minutes. Like, there's
It's-
a breaking point where it goes from silly laughter stuff to just like no energy. That's
It's
the point I've
called
hit.
crashing.
Yeah.
There is a name for this mysterious phenomenon.
I mean, this happens every time I get tired.
And also, it's very common after you've had a lot of sugar and caffeine,
Yeah.
and then you come down from that high. Yeah.
I feel.
What color should the sword hilt be? You care about that? You want a particular color?
I don't really care, but like I don't know.
Brown.
Like brown
Like a
color.
leather brown.
Alright.
My thing is, my hair is also that color brown though.
Isn't it?
Like, eh. I was just going to let him do brown because I change my tips like every other week, month, year.
You've just been sitting here and your hair knotted.
It's possible.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I
It
don't
does.
believe it.
It does this every time. I brush my hair multiple times before I came here. I probably brushed my hair 3 times today.
What do you brush your hair with?
A really nice hairbrush Andrew got me.
I mean, that's part of the issue right there.
Let's just not talk about my dead ends that really need to be cut.
Those do tangle more.
I'm going to wait till like the colored part is past here.
And then cut it out.
I'm going to cut it. Or I could just cut it short and deal with the consequences. By that I mean get in trouble.
Oh, why would you be in trouble?
Dad really hates it when we cut our hair super short. I don't know why, but like we've never been allowed to.
That's not even that short.
I know. But like when I had my hair really long, like when we came back from my hair being like this long, I lost like a foot of hair. Yeah, he was just like, I don't know why.
Let me guess.
Perfect.
is that a good impression of your pop?
Yes, it was perfection.
Got the mannerisms down. Amazing World of Gumball music. Watching everybody, it's the sugar rush. Watching everybody, it's the sugar rush. Man, I remember that episode. Amazing World of Gumball is a fun show.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's good. It's you're familiar with the premise?
I know I've seen cuts from the show, but I don't.
Well, one of the things about it that's unique is its aesthetic. it's also every character has a completely different animation style. Like there's one that's made of paper, there's one that's just like a balloon with a drawing of a face on it. One character is a ghost, another character is like a peanut, and there's one character is a CGI banana, and like it's a mix of like 2D and 3D, but it's composited super well, and everything kind of meshes together in a unique way. It's a really cool show. Okay. Yay.
Yeah.
Alright, now we gotta get you some hair color. Just brown? Just like that dark brown color.
You can just do my natural color because my tips are never the same color. Ever. Mostly because I dye it at home myself and can never really recreate that perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. I was looking at that, not that.
Yeah,
You can see the color
the issue
difference
is
on
like
that.
there's a bit of a glare on this screen, and I kind of have to go back and forth a little bit to be able to see what it'll look like on like a normal computer screen.
Yeah. He's so pretty. Thank you so much.
No problem. How's it turning out?
He's so nice.
Cute.
Good. You see, I love that the show tended to explore the practical ramifications of living beings being actually made like that. You see, when you're a banana, it's hard to sit on a toilet, so... Oh yeah, Bobbert. Bobbert's a fun character. There's a one character who's a ghost named Carrie. Carrie Kruger. And she doesn't have like a physical body, so she can't like taste things or experience like pain or whatever, but she's curious about it, so she borrows like she asks to possess her friends and then like gets carried away with it, and they're just like, no, Carrie, this is not cool.
Yeah.
You can't just do this to people. Bam.
Bam. They're drawn boy.
Yep. Ugh. Well, I would say that that's about enough for tonight.
Got a lot done.
Yeah, did a couple of drawings, did some emotes, did some comic. Very, very good. Very well accomplished. I'm proud of it. So, I think that'll be enough for tonight because I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
And it's been a fun stream. Thank you everybody for joining. Appreciate everybody watching. Dang, fell asleep again. Yeah, it's to be expected. It's fine. I drew Grace. She's pretty cool.
I accidentally kicked Andrew.
Yeah, she accidentally harmed Andrew.
Sorry.
I also got Jen over there hanging out. That's too many things. I'll figure it out. I'll have them all side by side at one point, and Bethany, I will do one for you as well. It'll be fun. And David, if you are working on one, feel free to send it to me, even if it's like just a sketch. I'd be interested to see it. All right. Well, with that out of the way, guys, thank you very much for joining me yet again, and it's been fun. I am excited to do more of these in the future, in the new year, and I'll talk at you later.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.